come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
Check, lucky. 49, check 49. 25, check 25.
On first down, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Haskins. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56, check 56. Nice, read it. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Motion. Reset. Kill.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give right side. Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out right at the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
25 yards.
25 yards that time.
First down.
Now Murray again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, it's Haskins. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
5-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check safety, check safety.
On play action, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Slings it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Snap, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cardinals 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Montez Sweat.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 17-yard line.
You call it, we all it, baby.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 83 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play call.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 56. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Ready? Mike's 50. Mike's 56. Screen. Pass. Watch twist.
Now it's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw, it's Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Go on. Hey, check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. 56, Mike, 56. Check. 56.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For Washington.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Well, if you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And it's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
By number 2.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. second down and goal. Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 2.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 28-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
57.
Haskins will throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, Elvis. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 31, check 31. Jam.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
48-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Haskins to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. On first down, Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Washington, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.